الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته ومغفرته. After me, as-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Habib Allah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiy Allah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nur Allah. Sallallahu ta'ala alayka wa sallam. Now before beginning, inshallah, let us all collectively recite Durood Sharif 50 times. There's a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The meaning of the hadith, the narration is, whosoever recites salawat, durood upon the Habib of Allah sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam 50 times every day, then that individual will be honored to shake the blessed hands of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on Yawm al-Qiyamah. It's a great honor. Okay, trillions and billions of Muslims and within humanity, you'll be honored to shake and kiss the blessed hands of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. So if I request all the parents, all the viewers, listeners, inshallah, give you a couple of minutes to pray a short Durood Sharif sallallahu alayhi wa sallam 50 times, inshallah, and we'll begin our next session on fiqh, inshallah. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. MashaAllah. And always useful whilst you're watching or at home to keep a tasbih handy. Because if you have a tasbih in your hand, it will remind you of the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you might be doing your work at home, but if you have a tasbih in hand, inshallah, you'll be engaged in the dhikr of Allah and the dhikr of the Habib of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Inshallah, today's segment is going to be interesting. It's going to be, we're talking about the fara'id of Salah, the first aspect of Salah. Now, let's recap what we did last week, inshallah. Let's go through the terminologies, the terms which you all need to be aware of. We talked about all the terms, just a brief revision regarding the terms. Fard, as you know, it's an obligation mentioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and by His Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now what is the opposite of fard? Do you know? The opposite of fard is haram. Yes? To pray salah is fard. Not to pray salah is haram. Yes? To drink, na'udhu billah, alcohol is haram. To abstain from alcohol is fard. Now what comes below fard? Wajib. Something which is necessary. And what is opposite of wajib? You've forgotten? It is makruh tahrimi. Makruh tahrimi. Now what comes below wajib? We mentioned the two sunnats. The first type of sunnah, the emphasized sunnah. which is known as sunnati mu'akkada. And as mentioned last week, be careful of how you pronounce this word. Okay, mu'akkad from ta'akid. Okay, so sunnati mu'akkada. And what is the opposite of sunnati mu'akkada? Isa'at, a sin. And then below sunnati mu'akkada we have sunnati ghair mu'akkada. And what is the opposite of sunnati ghair mu'akkada? It is makruh tanzihi, a minor disliked action. And then below sunnati ghair mu'akkada we have mustahab. And the opposite of mustahab is khilaf awla. Okay, against that which is preferred. And then there is one type which is known as mubah. Mubah means permissible. It's neither halal, neither is from the fard category, the awamir, the commands, nor is it from the haram category. If you do it, no thawab. If you abstain from it, no sin. So for example, as I mentioned, using a fountain pen is permissible. Now you can't say it's haram to use a fountain pen because there's no mentioning about it in the Quran, nor the Prophet ﷺ used a fountain pen, and therefore it becomes haram. No. Remember, everything, as I mentioned, this is a golden rule. Everything has been created as halal, permissible. Okay. Unless the Sharia, unless the Prophet ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the ulama have mentioned otherwise. Yes. So you treat everything as halal, permissible, jaiz, which is mubah, permissible to do, unless it is haram or forbidden in Sharia. Okay. Now inshallah, today we will try and go through some of the fard aspects of salah. Now remember, as I mentioned last week, fard means it's an obligatory action. It is absolutely necessary to fulfill it. Now in salah, there are 7 fara'id. How many? 7. If you were to miss any of these 7 fara'id, the third aspect of salah, then you will have to repeat the prayer. Okay, it's like the pillars of salah. So let's go through each one of them inshallah. So there are 7 third aspects of namaz, of salah. Number 1 is takbir at-Tahrimah. Takbir at-Tahrimah. Takbir means to say Allahu Akbar. To begin salah by reciting the words Allahu Akbar. Now remember, whether you're an imam, whether you're praying behind an imam, whether you're praying on your own, yes, Takbir at-Tahrimah is fard. Nowadays what we see, nowadays obviously the mosques are restricted in terms of jama'ah, but generally when jama'ah takes place, what do we tend to see? Is that imam says Allahu Akbar, but the muqtadi, okay, he's praying salah, yes, all he does is he raises his hands without even saying Allahu Akbar. Okay, and you got different styles, okay, which we're going to talk about. We've got one style like this. Okay, it's called the, I don't know what you call it. The Street Fighter way. G. So we have Takbir at-Tahrimah. Now as I mentioned, even the muqtadi, they have to say Allahu Akbar, not just in their head. Yes, Takbir at-Tahrimah needs to be audible. A person should be able to hear himself or herself saying Allahu Akbar. If you cannot hear yourself, obviously not quiet room, saying Allahu Akbar, your namaz will not count because you have missed the fard aspect of salah. Is that clear? So please remember this. So Takbir at-Tahrimah is the first fard aspect of Salah. Now talking about Takbir at-Tahrimah, there's certain rulings, basic rulings I would like to add about Takbir at-Tahrimah. Now the other Takbir, so the first Takbir is known as Takbir at-Tahrimah. The other Takbir, so when you go into Ruku, okay, you say Allahu Akbar. Okay, when you go into Sajda, you say Allahu Akbar. When you stand up for the second rakat, you say Allahu Akbar. These takbirat are known as takbir intiqali, or takbirat intiqaliyah. Takbir of movement. Do you know when you say intiqal, kisi ka intiqal ho gaya? Okay? Intaqala, to move. To move from one place to another. So when you move from one position to a second position, the bridge is Allahu Akbar. You say Allahu Akbar. This Allahu Akbar is called Takbir Intiqali. Takbir of movement. Well, here, the first Takbir is called Takbir Tahrimah. The question is, why is it known as Tahrimah? Why is it known as Takbir Tahrimah? Tahrimah. Harrama yuharrimu tahrim. To make something forbidden. A takbir that makes certain things haram. You must be thinking, how can you say Allah make something haram? Let me tell you. Before you pray Salah, are you allowed to drink water? Yes, you can. Are you allowed to eat? Yes, you can. Are you allowed to talk? Yes, you can. Are you allowed to roam around? Yes, you can. Yes? Are you allowed to wear clothes on? Yes, you can. All these things are permissible before saying Allahu Akbar. Now as soon as you say Allahu Akbar, now what happens? Now eating becomes haram, drinking becomes haram, chewing becomes haram, laughing becomes haram. Yes? Talking becomes haram. Because if you were to commit any of these things, then your salah will become invalidated. So that is why it is known as Takbir Tahrimah, haram karne wali takbir. A takbir that prohibits certain acts of certain actions. That is why it is known as Takbir Tahrimah. So I hope that is clear. Now, a very important ruling. It is compulsory to say Takbir Tahrimah in standing position in those salah, in those prayers in which standing is fard. So the 4 fards of Dhuhr, the 2 fards of Fajr, the 4 fards of Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and then the Witr namaz, etc. Now because these prayers are those prayers in which you have to stand up and pray the namaz, therefore in these prayers, in these types of prayers, you have to stand up and say Allahu Akbar. Now sometimes the Imam is in Ruku, yes, and then you as a Muqtari, you might enter the prayer hall and you say, oh no, the Imam is in Ruku. Now what happens? People tend to, okay, they run. In the Jamaat kana, first and foremost, you should not run. Yes? But people tend to, if the Imam is in Ruku, they tend to move forward, already in Ruku, and then they say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So they're already in Ruku, even before starting their prayer. Remember, your salah will not count if you were to say Takbir Tahrimah bowing down, because you're already in Ruku. So as I mentioned, it is fard for you to stand up in fard and the witr prayers, and therefore the Takbir Tahrimah needs to be read in standing position, in qiyam. This is very important. Yes? If you do have any questions, inshallah, I'll take your questions. If you can ask the question on our WhatsApp number, on our YouTube channel, inshallah. Okay, that's fine. PK. So, so is that clear? So that's why I put the in brackets Muqtadi. The Muqtadi, he needs to be very careful. If the Imam is in Ruku, yes, and you join the Jama'ah, stand up, say Allahu Akbar, and then Allahu Akbar to join the Imam into Ruku. If you find the Imam in Ruku, for the duration of saying Subhanallah once, then you have attained that rakat. If he lifts his head up before or as soon as you reach in Ruku, then you will have to make up that rakat, you missed that rakat. Okay, so this is very important. So when you enter the Jamaat Khana, don't come in like a Superman. Yeah? You fly into the Jamaat Khana in that position and then say Allahu Akbar, your namaz will not count. Theek hai Zaid? Okay, now to use the words Allahu Akbar is necessary. To say to use the words Allahu Akbar is necessary. It's wajib. So if you were to say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, then the wajib will be omitted. So obviously no one's going to do that, but you never know. So you have to say it's wajib, necessary to use the words Allahu Akbar. Okay, can you all repeat Allahu Akbar? Allahu Akbar. Now if you were to say Allahu Akbar once, as we mentioned before, Allah will plant for you a tree in Jannah. Subhanallah. Even saying Subhanallah, you will get a tree in Jannah. Now to raise the hands up to the ears for Ahnaf is sunnate mu'akkada. And for women to raise their hands up to their shoulders is sunnah. So raise your hands up to your earlobes. Okay? Don't face them up. Don't face them towards your face. The palms should be relaxed. Yes? As we mentioned, it is sunnah to leave the fingers in a normal state. Do not join them. Do not separate the fingers in a normal state. Imagine the muscles of your fingers are relaxed. Okay? And to face the palms and the fingers towards the Qibla, not towards yourself. Some people do that. Some people do that. Some people do, I don't know, all sorts. Okay? So, you have to, when you do Takbir Tahrimah for women and for men, that the palms and the fingers are facing the Qibla. So, like that. Okay, don't do that. Not towards the sky, not towards your face. Okay, not looking down like that. Some people do that. Okay, so make sure the palms are facing the Qibla. This is Sunnah. And to act upon Sunnah, your rewards will be multiplied many times. It is also Sunnah not to tilt your head downwards. Rather keep it looking straight. Okay, don't tilt your head down. Okay, just keep a normal position. Okay, so your head and your spine is in one line. Keep your spine and your neck in one line, and then say Allahu Akbar. Don't bow your head down. Don't tilt your head downwards. Okay, just normal. So Allahu Akbar. So this is Takbir Tahrimah. This is Takbir Tahrimah. And again, one should immediately fold the arms after the takbir. To let go of the hands and then fold them is against sunnah. As I mentioned this right at the beginning, some people what they do is, okay, when they say takbir tahrimah, okay, they do this. Allahu Akbar. There is no basis to this. Okay, so straight from your ears, unfold your arms. Allahu Akbar. Same with women. Allahu Akbar. Like that. Yes? So for men, for the boys, yeah, your thumbs, touch your earlobes. Okay, don't tilt your head downwards. It's normal. Just look where you're going to perform sujood sajda. Allahu Akbar. And fold your arms. This is the sunnah way. Don't let your arms fall and then fold them. This is again sunnah. You're not playing golf here. Subhanallah. G. And the second position is qiyam, standing. Qiyam, you know qiyamul layl, as people say, when people pray nawafil in night time, okay, to stand in the night prayers. So qiyam is the standing position. To stand upright is fard, is the second fard. I hope you're making notes. Okay, now the minimum degree of requirement of standing is that the hands should not reach the knees. So if you were to pray the prayer in such a position, so you're bowing down, and if your hands reach your knees like this much, then this is ruku. If it's more than that, if your hands cannot reach your knees, you are still classed as a standing position. So this is standing, 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 standing. As soon as you can touch your knees, now you've entered ruku. Okay, this is the minimum of ruku. Okay, I'm standing position, this one. Okay. Now to stand for the duration of fard qira'ah, which we're going to talk about later, is fard. For wajib qira'ah it is wajib, and for sunnah qira'ah it is sunnah. So to pray one verse of the Quran is fard in namaz. Now therefore to stand for the duration of reciting one verse is fard. To recite Surah Al-Fatiha and its short surah, 3 small verses, is wajib. Therefore to stand for the duration of Surah Al-Fatiha and its small surah, this amount is wajib, etc., etc. Now, for which namazes you have to stand, or for which namaz is fard to stand? It is compulsory to stand in the fard prayers, so the 2 rakat of Fajr, the 4 rakats of Dhuhr, the 4 rakats of Asr, 3 rakats of Maghrib, and the 4 rakats of Isha, and the Witr, which is read after the Isha prayer, and the Eid prayers, and the sunnahs of Fajr. For these namazes, for these types of prayers, it is compulsory for you to stand up for these prayers. If one without a valid reason prayed these prayers in a sitting position, then the salah will not be accepted. Yes? Without a valid reason to pray your namaz sitting down for your fard, for your witr or sunnah or fajr, etc., your namaz will not count because you missed the front aspect of salah, and that is qiyam. Okay, so quick question: what happens if your hands go past your knees? As I mentioned before, if you were to start your salah and if you're already bowing down and your hands are touching the knees, then if you were to say Allahu Akbar, your salah will not count, because as I mentioned right at the beginning, that qiyam, to stand up for Takbir at-Tahrimah, is fard. So if you're already in ruku and then you say Allahu Akbar and you start your salah will not begin. And very important, let's say for example you've got a headache, no, not a slight headache, a migraine, very painful, okay, you've got dizziness, you've got fever, you've got weakness, you're ill, okay, or you've broken your foot, etc., etc., any valid excuse. Now what should you do? So the ruling is, if due to illness or weakness one cannot stand up for the whole of qiyam but can stand for a little while, for a short while, then it is fard for him or for her to stand for that duration, even if he can only stand for duration of saying Allahu Akbar. Let's say, for example, you're dizzy, okay, you're not feeling well. However, you know that you're able to stand for 5 seconds. Yes? Then, for you to stand up for 5 seconds is fard. Otherwise, your namaz will not count. If you think, oh, I can just merely say Allahu Akbar, I've got the energy, okay, the strength to stand up to say Allahu Akbar, then I'll have to sit down, then do so. Then stand up, say Allahu Akbar, and then if you feel you aren't able to withstand anymore, then sit down and continue with your prayers. Yes, it's very important. Yes, so if you can, maybe you can only stand for 1 rakat, that is fard for you to stand for first rakat. Maybe out of 4 rakats, you can stand for 3 rakats. That becomes fard for you, compulsory for you to stand for the 3 rakats. If you were to begin your salah sitting in the sitting position, knowing the fact that you are able to stand up, saying Allahu Akbar and pray little bit of the Quran, qira'ah in standing position, and you sat down, your namaz, your prayer will not count. And if the same person can stand using the support of a wall, or a stick, or a table, okay, then it is compulsory for such a person to stand to complete his prayer. How many of our brothers, they come to the masjid or at home, they're looking for a chair? Okay, if you're able to use a support of an item, let's say for example I've got a chair, okay, so if I can use a support of this chair, yes, then it becomes fard for me, compulsory for me to use this chair to lean on as a support and read my namaz standing up. I'm not allowed to sit down. Yes, or maybe a table. Let's say for example Qibla is this way, and you can use the support of the table. Then stand up and pray your namaz. You're not allowed to sit down. But unfortunately, because of lack of knowledge in our communities, many of our elders and those brothers who've got a slight weakness or illness, they tend to pray namaz sitting down. They understand the severity of the strictness of the ruling of Qiyam. Yes, a slight headache is not a valid excuse. Okay, a fever is not an excuse. This is unbearable pain. Unbearable, you cannot withstand standing. Okay, for whatever reason. Then you will have to pray sitting. For example, some of our brothers and sisters may have an eye operation. If you have an eye operation, you're not allowed to sit up and stand up. You have to lie down. Then that's a valid excuse. Okay. Having a, you playing football the other day, your muscles ache. Okay, this is not a valid excuse for you to sit down and pray namaz. Is that clear? So, this is very important. So, I'm going to mention that again. If there is an item, a walking stick, okay, or an item, for example, I have a hoover here. Subhanallah. If you find any item that will give you that support, yes, Dyson Hoover. So I've got this vacuum cleaner. So I can use, it's like a walking stick, isn't it? Because it's got a handle. So I can use that as a support. So if you don't have any item, if you can use an item at home by which you can support yourself to stand up, use the item and pray your namaz standing up. There you go. So please remember this point. And Nafil Salah can be prayed in a sitting position. You are allowed to pray Nawafil in a sitting position. However, the rewards of praying Nafil in sitting position is half of that of praying standing up. So, what I'm going to demonstrate, this is going to be the last thing I'm going to demonstrate how to do Ruku. How to do Ruku when you're paying Nafil, inshallah. Now, when you're praying Salah or praying Nafil, remember what is the methodology of doing Ruku when you're paying Nafil. Now, when you're paying Nafil, then when you bow down to such an extent that the forehead is in line with your knees. Not anything extra. You don't need to go fully down. You don't need to raise your back. You have to keep your back down. Yes. All you do is slightly move your head forward till your forehead is in line, in parallel with your knees. When you're in that position, then this is Ruku. Shall I show it sitting down? Is that possible?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate, inshallah, for the viewers. So this is when you're doing Ruku, when you're paying Nafil prayers. Yes. So what is the method of Ruku? So Allahu Akbar, you pray the Qira'ah. And then you place your hands on your knees. And then without lifting your back, this much, when your head is in line with your knees, this is the Ruku of Nafil prayers which are prayed, or any prayers which are read sitting down. You don't need to, some people do that as if they're flying in the air. Okay, no, don't do it, just this much. Not too much. Okay, again, that is not incorrect. So Allahu Akbar, this much. So when the forehead is in line with the knees, then this is the Ruku of Nafil or prayers which are read in sitting position. I hope that is clear, inshallah. We'll stop at this, inshallah. There's more rulings, but mashallah, we've covered a lot of rulings today. If you do have any questions, you can WhatsApp us on our number, or you can ask on the YouTube channel, maybe on Facebook, if there are any questions out there. I'm just checking for any questions on Facebook. I don't think there are any. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine, no problem. Okay, so we'll stop there, inshallah. Today, I'm going to ask you all to ring me, all the students, and you are going to tell me the sunnah way of drinking water. What is the sunnah way of drinking water? So I would all the students, anyone, if those who are listening, even if you're international listeners, okay, more than welcome to ring us. What is our number? The number is here. So 07 mobile, and I've got the mobile here. This is with me. 074 5953 5169. So I'm going to repeat the number. 074 5953 5169. So the question for today is, tell me as many sunnats of drinking water. Yes, so I'll be waiting for your phone call. Ring us, inshallah. even if you just want to mention anything about a dua or a hadith, or teach the listeners something useful, please ring us. It's open time for you all to participate and to connect with other Muslims in other parts of the country and the world, inshallah. So whilst we're waiting for a phone call, mashallah, we've got our first caller. Just 1 second, inshallah. So we've got, he's waiting, just wait 1 second, inshallah. So as I mentioned, so anything you want to teach us, but if you can today, inform us, tell us the sunnats, as many sunnats as you can, the sunnats of drinking water, inshallah. So let's see who is our first caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Who am I speaking to?
Muhammad.
Muhammad, mashallah, beautiful name. Okay, how are you today? You okay?
Yeah, mashallah.
Yeah, are you bored at home?
Oh, yeah.
Allahu Akbar. Okay, that's fine. So what are you going to tell us today?
I'm going to tell you the sunnahs of drinking water.
The sunnahs of drinking water, masha'Allah. Yes? Whenever you're ready.
So first, you should sit down.
First, you need to sit. Okay, I'm going to repeat after you. So first, we need to sit down. Yeah?
Yep. Then we pray Bismillah.
You pray Bismillah, yes?
Yep, and then we put the water to drink.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Huh?
Can you repeat the third thing?
So you pray Bismillah, have 3 sips and then put the water.
Okay, mashallah. You say Bismillah and having 3 sips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after you done, you say Alhamdulillah.
After you've drunk, you say Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Excellent. Allah Ta'ala bless you, your parents, your family. Jazakallah for ringing us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah for that. Okay, let's see who's our next caller, inshallah. So our number is 074 59 53 35 169. 074 59 53 5169. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. How are you? What's your name? What's your name?
Yasin.
Yasin. Subhanallah. Ghulam Yasin. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Yes. What have you been doing today? Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do at home?
Play.
You played. What did you play?
Toys.
You played with toys.
Homework. I did
Oh,
homework.
you did homework. Okay, that's fine. Very good. Was it mosque homework or school homework?
School.
School,
School
mashallah.
and mosque.
School and mosque. That's very good. Okay, so what are you going to tell us today, inshallah?
How to drink. Sunnah of drinking water.
Yes? Can you tell me, please?
So first we sit down, say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Sit down, say
Look in your
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Look in your water.
Look into the water, very good.
And 3 sips.
Take 3
And then
sips.
say, Alhamdulillah.
And then when you finish, you say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
رزقني هذا الماء. MashaAllah. Jazakallah Yasin for this. Allah bless you. Kudafis. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
G. MashaAllah. So this was Yasin. MashaAllah. He mentioned few of the sunnahs of drinking water. Let's see who's our next caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Who am I speaking to?
Sanagoda.
Sanagoda, mashallah. Our you popular caller. Mashallah, you always get, yes, mashallah. How was your day today?
Oh, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, how many namazes were you able to pay today?
5.
You prayed 5. Well, we've not done 5 yet. We still just, it's got Maghrib Isha left.
I will pray 5.
Oh, you're going to be praying 5, mashallah. That's very good. Okay. So, what are you going to tell us today?
Sunnat of drinking water.
Sunnats of drinking water. Yes, then. Go on. Whenever you're ready.
I sit down. I pray Bismillah. I look in my water. 1, Alhamdulillah. 2, Alhamdulillah. 3, Alhamdulillah.
Subhanallah. And I will say Subhanallah. Yes, very good. Jazakallah sana for that. How old are you?
Allah says,
You're 5, mashallah. 5-year-old caller. Mashallah. Allah bless her, mashallah. Okay, let's see who's the next caller.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
My name is Ahmed Raza.
Ahmad Raza, subhanallah, beautiful name. I really love that name. Do you know who was Ahmad Raza?
Our Prophet.
Our Prophet name was Ahmad, but which great Imam, a great scholar, great wali, whose name was Ahmad Raza? Do you know? Shall I tell you?
Yes.
He was our Imam Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, great Imam of Baril Sharif, mashallah. You got a beautiful name. I congratulate your parents and all the parents who name their children with beautiful names. Okay, so
It's gonna be my birthday.
when?
On Friday.
Friday is going to be a birthday, so I'm going to request all the viewers, inshallah, to pray for your well-being, and inshallah, I hope you have a nice birthday. But you're not allowed to have any parties at home. You're not allowed to have any parties. But you can send us a picture of your cake if you're going to have a cake. Inshallah. Take care, inshallah. So, Ahmad Raza, how old are you, by the way?
5.
You're 5, you're going to be 6.
5.5.
5.5. On Friday?
Yeah.
So from today until Friday, another half. Subhanallah. Allah bless you, mashallah. You put a smile on our faces. Okay, so Ahmad Raza, what are you going to tell us today?
Dua.
Dua. Subhanallah. Yes, go on. Loud and clear.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbirhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira.
MashaAllah. Rabbi rahamuhuma kama rabbayani saghira. And what is this dua? When do you read it and why do you read it? Do you know?
It's our parents' dua.
It's for the parents, mashallah. Jazakallah for this nice dua. Allah Ta'ala bless you. Rabbi rahamuhuma kama rabbayani saghira was the dua. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, mashallah.
My name is Muhammad Umar.
Oh, Muhammad Umar, mashallah. A beautiful name as well. Who was Umar?
Khalifa.
He was the second Khalifa after Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu. And do you not, shall I tell you about something of Sayyidina Umar?
Yeah?
Yes, do you know if Sayyidina Umar was to walk on the street, the shaitan would run away because he would be afraid of Sayyidina Umar. Yeah, mashallah. Okay, so Muhammad Umar, what are you going to share with us today?
I'm going to pray before sleeping dua.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma bismika amutu wa ahya.
MashaAllah. How old are you, Muhammad Umar?
7.
7. I will be very, very, very happy if you knew the meaning of this dua. Do you know the meaning of this dua? I don't expect you to know it, but if you do know it, MashaAllah, I'll be very thrilled and very happy. Okay, that's
I
fine.
don't know.
Okay, that's fine. No problem, inshallah. Jazakallah. Allah bless you, your parents, your brothers and sisters, your neighborhood, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, I will, inshallah. You make dua for all of us, your children, your duas are readily accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah.
Allah Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala mentioned in Ahsul Wi'a, or his father, that Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu would go to the children of Madinah to Munawwara and himself would request the dua from the children for the salvation and for the success of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Let's see who's our next caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay, who am I speaking to?
Ibrahim Patel.
Ibrahim Patel. MashaAllah, how are you?
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. What have you been doing all day today?
I've been doing my homework.
Mosque homework? Subhanallah. Are you helping your mom and dad at home as well? Cleaning, tidying?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, very good, okay. So what are you going to share with us today? You forgot? You there? Alhamdu.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Okay, you're going to read Surah Al-Fatiha? Okay then, off you go. You can read inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Ameen, Ameen. Jazakallah for this, Ibrahim. Look after yourself, look after your parents and your family, okay?
Okay.
I make dua for everybody.
Prophet.
Okay, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah. This was Ibrahim reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. Who's our next caller? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. MashaAllah. Who am I speaking to?
Bilal Husein.
Bilal Husein. MashaAllah. I think we met before. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
You're fine, yeah? So, how did you spend your day today so far?
I prayed my Fajr Qaza, my Zohar, and my Asr, and I'm waiting for my Maghrib.
MashaAllah, you prayed all your namazis so far. I'm so proud of you. Allah Ta'ala bless you more. MashaAllah, you prayed your Fajr, your Zohar, and your Asr. And you're waiting for your
Jazakallah.
Maghrib prayer, MashaAllah. Okay, so what are you going to pray for us today? Or what are you going to share with us today?
What do you want us to pray?
Do you know the sunnahs of drinking water?
Yes?
Yeah, can you tell me some?
So first you say Bismillah.
You say Bismillah, yeah?
Then sit down in a sunnah way. Pick the
Subhanallah.
cup with your right hand.
Yeah, very good.
And then 3 sits first, and then and Subhanallah after every sit.
Oh, is it Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah?
Alhamdulillah.
I really like your hands. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
That's fine.
And then And then you look in the cup.
Then you look in the cup after or before?
Before.
Yeah, so when you fit in the water, just look into the water just to make sure there's no spiders crawling around.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Jazakallah for
Please,
that.
can I give it? Is that the law? Can I give it to my brother?
Of course you can. You can give it to your older brother. Zainul Abidin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Zainul Abidin, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. So, what are you gonna tell us the sunnahs of drinking water or something else?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. You sit down.
You sit down.
You know, is it the dua for drinking milk or is it just dua for just drinking?
Just normal dua. Drinking milk is different. Allahumma barik lana fihi wa zidna minhu. That's for drinking milk. Yeah?
Yeah. So you sit down.
You sit down.
You say Bismillah.
We say Bismillah.
You drink with your right hand.
You drink with the right hand.
Take 3 sips.
Take 3 sips.
After every sip, say Alhamdulillah.
On every sip you say Alhamdulillah.
And you look in the cup
You look
for
into the cup
impurities.
for any
Impurities.
impurities. Any dust. That's fine, mashallah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know which 2 types of water, okay, is better to drink standing up?
Zamzam.
You know
drink the
Zamzam,
Qibla.
and which other one? If any viewers, if any listeners know, okay, I'll be very happy. There's 2 types of water, okay, drink standing up. One is Zamzam, which is the other one? Who knows that? Okay, Zainab, Jazakallah for that, inshallah. Take care, look after yourself, your family. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Salam. Ji. MashaAllah. Yes. So we're talking about the sunnahs of drinking water. So sitting down. Yes. When you pour water, to look inside. If there's any dirt. Okay. First 2 sips. Or cover your head using right hand. First 2 sips. And on each sip you take a breath. Okay. Second and then third one as much as you wish. And to say Alhamdulillah at the end. MashaAllah. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to our online class.
Am I good?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Good.
You good? Say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Yes. Okay, Mama Huzaifa. Did you hear me ask you a question?
No.
No. Okay. What are you going to share with us today?
Ana.
A dua?
Ana.
Anat?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Okay, just keep it short and sweet, okay?
Ya Rabbi, salam alaikum. Ya Rasul, salam alaikum. Ya Rasul, salam alaikum. Ya Rasul, salam alaikum.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah. Allah Ta'ala bless you. MashaAllah. You pray salatu salam. Allah reward you for it. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, so any listeners out there, if they know the answer. So, what's the second type of water? If you know the answer, you can text us the message on our WhatsApp number, inshallah. Hopefully, we will get the answer. Oops, I missed it. The answer. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, how are you?
Good, alhamdulillah.
You're good? Yes? How was the day today?
It was good.
So far so good?
Yes.
Are you bored at home?
A little bit.
Little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, that's. Submit where's WhatsApp on this. Just give me 1 second, please.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the question?
MashaAllah. We have a student, Yasin. MashaAllah. His class home planner. MashaAllah. Okay. Okay, sorry for that. Okay. So what's the name? Sorry?
Hi, babe.
Haramain.
Yeah.
Narmin.
What? Yeah, no, me.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah. Okay. What are you going to read or tell us today?
I'm going to choose another of drinking water.
Yes. MashaAllah. Can you tell me?
The first one is you have to sit down
Yeah.
and not stand up, otherwise the shaitan will drink with you. And the second one is to say Bismillah and take 3 sips of water with pauses.
Very good. What do you say at the end?
Alhamdulillah.
What do you put on your head?
What?
Or what do you do with your head, your hair?
You cover it.
You cover it with what? Saucepan?
A scarf or top.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, mashallah. Jazakallah for that.
Jazakallah.
Barakallah feekum. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, I think we'll take the final caller, inshallah, before we end our today's session on fiqh. Tomorrow, inshallah, Maulana Muhammad Kalim, inshallah, will go through Seerah. So if you have the book, immediately elect.
Comments.
Then, please, if you can, sorry, I don't know how to use this phone. Where's YouTube? Yeah, just get it for me, please. Have yourself. Yes, so as I was saying, tomorrow, inshallah, Maulana Muhammad Kalim, our honored brother, inshallah, he will go through the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, going through the chapters of, yes, if you can, Immediately elect. If you have that book in front of you, it'll be very good. You can make notes at the same time. Inshallah, on Friday, brother Al-Hajj Muhammad Aqil Sahib, inshallah, go through some beautiful stories with you. Wa alaikum salam. I'll be with you 1 second.
Okay.
And on Friday, after Salatul Maghrib, on this Friday, inshallah, we will be completing the second half of Qasida Burda Sharif, inshallah. So all of you listeners, participate with us, read it at home, loudly, collectively. Inshallah, again, immense barakah of the Khatam of Qasida Burda Sharif. And on Saturday, you're all listening, on Saturday, inshallah, we have the family quiz. Yes? So we will be giving you 10 to 15 questions on various topics. You have to answer them. Okay, so you're going to ring us, answer the questions, and the correct answers, the correct entries will be going through the raffle, and we will choose randomly 2 winners, and each of them will gain a prize of £25, inshallah. That's the prize. So 2 lucky families, inshallah, will win a prize this Saturday. It's between Asr and Maghrib, inshallah. Is it after Maghrib? After Asr. It's after Asr, I think. Yeah, after Asr, inshallah. Between Asr and Maghrib, inshallah, we have the family quiz. And on Sunday, after Asr, inshallah, we have the blessed Khatam Al-Qadiri Sharif. Again, all of you, inshallah, participate with us and be blessed with these blessings, inshallah. Who is our final caller? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. My name is Muhammad Nurani.
Your name is Muhammad Nurani, subhanallah.
Yes.
MashaAllah. Okay, so what you going to tell us the sunnahs of drinking water?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Okay, so you should sit down while drinking water, and you should drink holding it with the right hand, and you should look into the water and look if there's like any dirty things inside, and you should sit down while drinking water.
MashaAllah.
And you should pray Bismillahirrahmanirrahim before you drink it.
Yeah, very good.
And
Jazakallah.
end with Alhamdulillah.
And with Alhamdulillah, MashaAllah. How are you keeping at home?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Are you been praying or playing?
Praying.
Exactly.
I've done my schoolwork and I've just done my mosque work.
MashaAllah, that's very good.
And I've played my namaz.
You pray your namaz. Allah bless you. Allah accept your namaz and your du'as. Jazakallah for ringing us. Assalamu alaikum.
Ameen wa alaikum assalam.
Okay, that was a final caller. Just a couple of questions. Someone asked, in Qiyam Ruku with broken arm, what do you do? Obviously, you cannot move your arm, so just leave it in its normal position. So if you got another arm working, so you use the other arm to lift your hands up to your ears, your hand up to your ears for Takbir at-Tahrimah and to do Qiyam Ruku. What happens if Imam makes a big mistake? Now it depends what this big mistake is. If this big mistake, if it's missing a fard, obviously they will have to repeat the fard prayer. If it's a wajib they missed, and inshallah in the coming weeks we'll talk about the wajibat of Salah. So if the Imam unknowingly, if he missed a wajib prayer, wajib act, then he will do Sajda Sahu. If it's a sunnah or mustahab, then there is nothing, but it's only recommended to repeat the prayer. Okay, obviously someone rang before and he missed it, so I'm going to take his, this is the final call inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. I don't think you're there, I can't hear you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I'm going to recite Rahman.
Okay, can you just make a few verses because it's already gone past 7:30. Can you just read a few verses inshallah?
Okay.
Okay, off you go.
Ar-Rahman.
أعوذ بالله بسم الله.
خلق الإنسان لما بيان والقمر
I think you're breaking up a lot. Your reception, is not as clear. It's not strong enough. Inshallah. Jazakallah for that. Allah Ta'ala bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Okay, inshallah. So Jazakallah, viewers, listeners, those who participated, the families who've been watching, Allah Ta'ala bless you. Please send the message across to other families, other children, so they can join, they can learn. You get the thawab of spreading the message of peace and mahabbah and knowledge. Allah Ta'ala bless you all, inshallah. Okay, on Saturday the quiz is after Maghrib, inshallah. So please be ready. We will not give you the questions today or tomorrow or on Friday, inshallah. We'll post the questions on Saturday, inshallah. Work together as a family, give us answers, the correct answers, inshallah. We will not tell you who is right or wrong, okay? So you have to wait for the answer right at the end. So inshallah, and the lucky 2 families will win a prize of £25, inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala keep you safe, keep the ummah safe, keep the humanity safe. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us His aman, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.